Estado de Zacatecas, como te recuerdo por donde yo voy.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is your host, Yana.
And this is your co-host, Cyntia.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I missed you.
I know. We've been gone for a while.
I went to, I took a small trip to Arizona. So I was doing me. My sister was doing her.
Yeah, good thing we had an extra episode for you guys, so we didn't leave you guys empty-handed on a Monday.
We some prepared as bitches. That's the fuck we are.
Yes.
But I'm excited to be back.
Yes, I'm happy to have you back.
I missed you, hermana.
I missed you too.
We're back. Juntas jamás seremos vencidos. What does that say?
Oh,
Pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Sponsor us. But yeah, hermana, like it's been a minute.
Yeah. Are you ready for today's topic?
Vámonos pues. Let's start it.
So we had a little hard time deciding on a topic because we wanted to keep it short and simple.
Yeah.
We have a long list, but we want to make sure that we go in depth with all those topics that we have prepared for you guys. So right now we're throwing a small one your way.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, honestly, like we just trying to like keep everyone engaged and stuff. So we're taking everyone's ideas and topics. Like we can talk about anything. Like I know we've been talking about, like, I guess you want to say relationships or whatever. We are not no experts in relationships, clearly. Maybe you, but we just, people want to talk about, I guess, what it is, like relationships, life, as it comes.
A lot of people do ask us about relationship topics, so we want to make sure that we're giving you guys what you want to hear.
Right. Of course, our perspective and whatever we think. Right.
Our own ideas,
right.
And life experiences.
Okay, so what is today's topic, hermana?
Today's topic is having kids a deal breaker?
Dun dun dun. Are you asking?
Okay. so
I'm all entitled. Are you asking me?
Coming from a married person that already basically has her life settled, basically, I could say at this point in my life, I want to ask you, what would you do if you find the man of your dreams, pero tiene hijos?
If I find the man of my dreams but has kids, I don't know, hermana. I think I would have to just honestly ask myself if I'm ready to be a whole stepmom. But what if I'm not gonna be a stepmom? Some families be like, you know what? Some people be like, you know what? My kids already have a mom. You're just my partner. You're there, but you're not considered a stepmom, right?
But okay, so I have
me avoiding the question.
Yeah. Me estás dando la vuelta. So I have 2 kids from a previous relationship. Okay. And when I started dating my husband, I didn't want a regular boyfriend. I knew I wanted to settle down, and that was my mentality. And I always
What's
put
a regular boyfriend?
Like de manita sudada, y ahora me vas a llevar a comer, y ya me dejas en mi casa. You live your life, I'm gonna live mine. It's just
regular boyfriend.
Yeah.
Got that.
Okay.
Okay.
I was looking for a serious relationship. In my head, we've talked about this before. Yeah. I've already I matured very young.
Right.
So when I met my husband, I wasn't thinking, oh, this is gonna be just a person that I'm gonna meet. I was looking for a serious relationship.
Right.
So I always put out that I had kids. My kids were my number one thing. Yeah. I do see it a lot right now that girls that are, entering the dating life, coming with, a package, they don't necessarily put their kids as a priority.
Okay.
Because they are trying to get this new person into their life, getting to know them. But I feel like you should always bring your kids into the new relationship because that's what that person's going to expect from the new relationship. So,
okay, I don't have kids, obviously, right? But if you are dating again, right, and you do have a kid or two, do you mention that right off the bat? Be like, hi, my name is Stacy. I have 2 kids.
I would.
Okay.
I would, because that could be a deal breaker for sure. Because what if the person you're meeting wants nothing to do with you because you have kids?
You know what? That's honestly yes. Because if you don't tell me right off the bat that you got 2 shorties and a crazy ass baby mama, and I don't know why my truck got broken into and shit, and like wrote some type of shit on it, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's exactly my thing. Like,
You're not a crazy baby mama, right?
No,
no, she's not.
Leave the comment down below.
I'm just talking shit. No, she's not.
So when I met my husband, I obviously he knew I had a whole. My son was 3. My daughter was gonna be 5.
Yeah.
And right away, like it's like we would go out and my kids would come with me.
Yeah.
Or we would sleep over his house and my kids would come with me. My kids were always there with me. I don't want to say I introduced them to my kids. I mean, him to my kids right away.
Right. But there was like.
But once I knew like I was serious with this guy.
Yeah.
I introduced him to my kids. And my kids were always my number one priority. If my kids were sick, that meant we had to cancel our plans just so that he knew what he was getting into.
Right.
Because I didn't want to form this beautiful picture. And then when things got serious, he was going to be like, well, wait, I'm not ready for that.
Right.
So my kids would go with their dad the weekend. So, I mean, obviously that helped a lot because it's like I really got to meet him and he really got to meet me. But he also knew my kids were there.
So for sure, like some advice once again to the girls that do have kids and want to go out and date again would be mention it, but also have time for yourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Get to know each other.
Yeah,
but keep in mind
you have a whole family.
Shorty got shorties,
Yeah, yeah. Because it's like, okay, if you don't have the time to meet that, to get to know that other person. Yeah, it's really hard because what if that's not the guy for you or the girl for you. And you're already, telling your kids, oh, look, you're going to call him dad. Well, not necessarily. My kids were never advised that. My kids have their dad and they have their mom and they just got a bonus dad and a bonus mom. Yeah. So, but like that needs to be brought out too. Like
you got to earn it.
You have to earn it. Right. Yeah.
You have your mom, you have your dad, and then you have your stepdad, your stepmom. But if you don't want to call them stepdad or stepmom, you can always call them whatever you feel comfortable calling them.
Whatever they mean to you.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. So that's
and we're back.
That's the idea that I always had about it. Yeah. Because I put myself in my husband's shoes. If he had 2 kids and he was only giving me his side of the relationship, I was only going to get used to having him. Yeah. So when it came time to bring his kids along, then I wouldn't know how to act.
Let me ask you this. What if it would have been the other way around?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it because I feel like...
Damn, bitch, you don't mind none of things. I'm just kidding.
No, it's just, I just have to be fair and understanding that, I don't remember how old I was when I met my husband. I must have been like 21? No. 23? I think I was like 24.
Really? I thought I was younger. I think you were 20. I think you were 23 because I remember going out for your 23rd birthday. I didn't carry you. And I think he was like starting to be like, hey, what's up with your sister? I'm like, I don't know, ask her.
No, I think I was, maybe I was like 23, 24, which I don't consider myself being old then. So I must have been around 23, 24. But I don't consider me being old then. But I feel like at 23, 24, a lot of people already have kids. Especially if you're going to date an older guy. Yes. By that time, he might have kids already. So I don't want to be selfish and say like, oh, no, I don't believe that it's going to work out because you have kids.
And I've seen like memes and like videos like on TikTok like, are you ready to meet a guy that you're potentially gonna have to deal with kids because right now how people are having kids, it's in a later time. So adults that already had kids in a younger age, are like hitting their 30s and they got kids now. So like, are you ready to deal with that? Are you okay with that?
Would you?
I think I would, only because I would if that person is like set. You know what I'm talking about? Like, dude got a stable job. Dude got a stable place to live. Like, he's not at his mom's and shit. You know what I'm saying? And with kids. Eso como que, no. Like, if he's set. Like, he's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's set and he's not relying on, like, his parents to help him take care of the kids. Because then we all just gonna fucking help him take care of the kids. Like, no. Like, this guy is, like, stable, has his own house. His kids are obviously there. Obviously, there's his kids, no problem. But is, like, you know, reasonable to know, like, you know what? Yes, I had kids on a young age. That didn't work out. I'm trying to make my life over again. Here are my kids. But, you know, I'm a good guy. A, B, and C is brought onto the table. No red flags. And, you know, he's a good dad. Yeah, I would. I'll be a mom and a stepmom. Stepmom coming in the future near you. No, I'm just saying, though, like, I would, if I knew the guy was a good dad, if I knew he was a good guy, if he was a piece of shit dad, boy, I'm not going to block you, but get out of my life.
You're blocking him.
Most likely, yeah. So, yeah, I would date a guy that has kids if he's a good father to his kids. And I know he's a good father. Like, there's receipts. You know what I'm saying? And he's financially stable, that he can take care of himself and his kids. Damn, that's what I wanted to say the whole fucking time. This is the episode. That's it.
Okay, so my intake on that
shit
is that I would get with the man that has kids if he was a good dad, but his life doesn't have to be together. Why? Because who am I to decide what his past had to be before I came in the picture? Because you guys are going to be probably in different goals, and you guys could build together, like we said before.
I'm all about building. I'm all about coming together as a team. I believe in the team, of course. But I'm saying, like, if dude's, like, living at his mom's taking care of his kids, and he's in my DMs, like, no, we got to pick a struggle.
Yeah.
We got to pick one.
No, for sure. But I'm putting myself in his shoes.
Okay.
You know, this imaginary person that we just talked about. So I'm putting myself in his shoes because when I got out of my relationship,
yes,
I didn't have everything together. I didn't even have a social security number. So I didn't have a stable job. I was a good mom. I think I was a good mom, and my kids meant the world to me. My parents were not helping me take care of my kids, but I didn't have it all and be like, here, I'm giving you everything in a silver platter.
Okay.
You just have to be, you know, okay with me having kids.
I mean, in your situation, sister, you've always been a bad bitch, so like you could handle that. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, yes, I would accept that. Like, but you weren't relying on mom and dad. You had your family, and you were like, I'm on my own. I gotta pull it together for myself.
Yeah.
If that person does have kids, you know, if I were to meet someone like that, and I see I don't want to say potential, because I'm tired of potential. I see them making moves, actions, because actions speak louder than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I'm like, all right, let's build together.
Yeah, for sure. I agree that the mom shouldn't be the one taking care of the kids, because those are your kids.
Right.
And that shows a lot.
Exactly.
If you're coming to me and wanting to have a relationship, but your kid's nowhere to be found, you just told me you have a kid, I'm not going to take you serious. And the day you bring your kid to our relationship, I'm not going to take that serious either, because it's like, wait, we just spent 6 months dating,
right?
And you told me you had a kid, but you never brought him around.
Where they at, though?
Yeah. So that's my number one thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I always put my kids part of my, you know, my relationship. Once, like I said, once I knew that it was serious, once that I knew that this was the guy for me, I brought him around my kids, because I didn't want him to get confused and be like, oh, no, like, I knew you had kids, but you never brought them around. No.
Right.
He knew what he was getting into.
Right.
My kids were my number one priority, and they had to be okay. I'm not going to say if my kids wouldn't have been in the picture, it would have been easier or harder, but he knew what he was getting into, and he decided to keep moving along with me.
And that takes a lot from a person knowing what they're jumping into to step up. Yeah. Right? Because right off the bat, you could have seen like, oh, no quiere mis a mis kids. Like,
Yeah.
it bothers him. But no, he did the opposite. But that's when he knew that, you know what, this guy accepts me. Y la raza.
And you know what? That says a lot about a man too, that could take care of kids that are not his blood. Because it's like, I remember from my husband se ganó primero a mis kids.
Yeah.
And then he won me over. And it's just, maybe that was a whole scene that he was doing, but it worked.
Right.
Because my kids loved him. My kids loved being around him. And I respected him so much more because he decided to raise kids that weren't his.
Right.
So, like, my relationship moved really, really fast. We were probably dating for 6 months.
They did a whole, like, 90-day fiance.
Yeah, 90-day fiance.
Next thing you know, they're like, you want to be my bridesmaid? And then have, like, 2 weddings?
Creations wasn't in the picture, so you didn't get the fancy box with your name and all that. No. But my relationship did move really, really fast. But I feel like it was perfect because my kids were in love with him.
Yeah.
And he knew what to expect, what kind of kids, you know, I had. Like, muchas crias desmadrosas.
Maybe just Gio.
So he knew what he was getting into, and there wasn't any surprise there.
Right.
I think I still give him so much props for taking the title of stepdad.
Yeah.
Because it's not an easy one.
Oh, cuñado! Shout out to my cuñado. We back, baby. We back.
No, so he was very, I don't know, I want to say open-minded.
Yeah.
Because he got into this relationship knowing that I had kids, but
like, no se hizo pendejo.
No se hizo pendejo, but
No
actually moving into the relationship and being like, I remember one time my son was so sick and I had to work. I couldn't call off work. And he was messaging me, ¿qué medicina le doy? Like,
he was stepping up.
Yeah, he was stepping up.
He was stepping up.
So, and that's perfect because it's like, I could have hid my kids, not literally hid my kids.
Oh, in the closet?
Hid them in the closet, like, don't talk. El cucui's outside.
Oh, nomás los cuido.
Yeah.
Ni los conozco.
Yeah. They're my cousins. So I could have pulled that. Or I could have pulled a mom, take care of my kids while I go out and meet this guy. I feel like every girl deserves a second chance. But if you have a kid, there's no way that you're going to expect to have a successful relationship if you're not putting your kids first.
Right. If you don't acknowledge the kids in the beginning,
that says a lot about yourself. That does
Yeah.
say a lot about yourself because it's like the day that that guy is going to come and tell you like, oh, you suck as a mom. How could you say otherwise? Or the day that he wants to talk, you know, shit about your kids. How are you going to say otherwise if you didn't respect your kids in the beginning?
Right.
So that's what I'm telling you. Like, I believe in second chances. I believe that a person doesn't have to have their life together at that one moment, but that is looking to get into a better...
That wants.
Yeah.
To get it together. Yeah. Exactly. No, for sure. I actually speak louder than words. And I feel like in this situation where my cuñado walked in, like, he stepped up and he proved a whole family, like, motherfuckers, I'm here and I'm here to stay. Like, what's to it?
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah, he really did.
That's why I fuck with him. Yeah. Respetos and, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Because not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people want to do that.
Yeah, and it's totally different for the guy that it's just like doing it to get points with you.
Yeah.
And that the guy that actually proves that through thick and thin, these are my kids too now.
¿Qué es que ver?
¿Qué es que?
Through thick and thin. Pues sí, no?
No, so...
Sería bueno.
The thing is, like, if you ask my husband, how many kids do you have? He says 3.
Yeah.
He never, ever has treated one more than the other.
Yeah.
If anything, like, he tells me all the time, like, his kid is so annoying. Like, his kid. His actual biological daughter.
You mean Ariana?
Yeah.
His twin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I give him a lot of props. And I don't know, like...
Por esta.
But, a ver, contéstanos. Like, so you met the man of your dreams.
And he has kids.
And he seems like his life is coming together now.
Okay, I'm down. And the person that I am, I would probably pull a cuñado and acknowledge those kids too. Especially since if the beginning, they're like, these are my kids, you know, shout out to social media. You know, you go to his Instagram or Facebook, and there's pictures of him and his kid, not just Saturday night with the boys. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's acknowledging their kids. Yeah. Yes, it didn't work out with the previous person, but his kids are there. He's dedicated to his kids. He's working to something better. I'm down.
Yeah.
Call me stepmom. Call me Diana. Whatever name you want to call me. The kids want to fuck with me. I'll fuck with them.
Yeah.
And I think I would ask, too. Like, set boundaries. Like, they have their biological mother, but if they want a stepmom, they want a friend, I will step up. And probably low-key end up loving the kids because that's who I am.
Yeah.
But, yeah, for sure. I'll be down. Damn, bro.
This whole time.
You're
going to be a stepmom.
I'm down. I'm down if the person is legit.
Yeah. And I feel like a guy should see it the same way, no? A guy should see that if the mom is trying her best to redo her life, with this person, why not give her a chance?
Yeah. If if like the person sees, like, you know, I'm sorry. I'm also gonna call you. It's just like, sorry, bringing this out. Okay, go ahead. You were saying?
No, you were talking.
I don't know what I was saying. I just said I don't know what the fuck I was saying.
If the girl has her shit together.
Oh, if it was the other way around?
And the
guy met the girl and she had her shit together?
Yeah.
Yeah, if the guy met the girl and she had her shit together and she was like, "Mira, ese es mi huerquillo." Like, viene conmigo. Like, perfect. Because there's a lot of girls on the media, on the gram, that no hay fotos del huerquillo y nada.
Yeah.
Pero le llamas y, no, I can't go out because I don't have a babysitter. My mom doesn't want to take care of the baby. You know, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You don't have, you like your sibling? No, I have a kid.
Yeah.
Like a human?
Like a whole baby?
Why didn't you tell me that like 6 weeks ago? What the fuck we doing? Oh, I didn't think you were going to mind. Oh, no, guys are going to mind.
Yeah. Would you, okay, let's say you don't have kids.
Ahí va, le gusta el pelo.
Sí, me gusta el pedo. But let's say if you had a kid and somebody turned you down because you have a kid, how would you feel about that?
If somebody turned me down because I have a kid, did I tell that person I had a kid?
No.
I was hiding my kid? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't hide my kid.
Not necessarily hiding, but you don't bring him around. It's like the kid's there, but he has never been in the relationship.
I didn't even mention him?
No,
and then I don't know where just be like,
yeah,
oh.
No, you mentioned him.
And then he doesn't want the kid?
Yeah.
Then he doesn't deserve me and my kid.
Yeah.
That's it. No hay que pensarle tanto.
Yeah. And another thing, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
We're always in sync.
We're soul sisters.
Yeah. No, we're real sisters too. Blood too.
Yeah. Shout out to all the Pisces. This is your month. This is where we at. Shout out to the Pisces and the Cancers get along. So, you know what I'm saying?
Guess que we're water signs.
We are water signs.
So if the girl mentioned she had a kid.
Yeah.
But she never brought the kid around, I think it makes it 10 times harder for the guy to adapt to this relationship. So I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't want to be a part of it, because it's like I didn't know what I was getting into. I was scared because it could go both ways. The guy could fit the little trio, if you have 4 kids, 5 kids, however many kids you have.
Yeah.
He could fit into that story, but if you don't never give him the chance to give it a try, he's going into the relationship blindfolded.
I mean, it just has to do with a lot with the person. If the person is honest right after bat and be like, "Hi, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah," and then like a few dates in, I mean, whatever, then be like, "Hey, you know what? I wanted to mention this. Like, this is something important in my life, and I just, before this goes any further, bam, I have a whole kid.
Yeah.
Bam, they're in my life. Bam, take it or leave it." And then that's up to the other person, the guy in the situation, be like, cosa seria, porque es cosa seria.
It is. So that's exactly what happened. Like my husband, when he met me, he already knew I had kids. But that's exactly
Shorty
how
has shorties.
Yeah. That's exactly how I felt. It's just, I'm not going to shove him in his face the first time. But after a couple dates that I got to meet him and really talk to him and know which way this relationship was going, it's when I told him, you know what, I have kids, and from now on, you're gonna meet my kids, but my kids are never leaving me. And my kids never left me. No. If we would go to the bailes the weekend, it was because my kids were not under my care. Yeah, I wouldn't ever leave my kids and set up leave my bendiciones and set up a hotel date and be like, oh, let's have the time of our lives, and my mom's taking care of my kids. That's so irresponsible, because it says a lot about you as a woman, because the day that you want to put your son or your daughter first, the guy's gonna be like, wait, you never did that before. I was being put first. I was your priority, and now I need to share your priority with
ladies and gentlemen. This is Cynthia.
This is
Cynthia's mood, not Cindy Lou, not Cindy.
No, yeah.
Creations.
And I think it has to do a lot with us being such like family people. We're so family oriented. My mom never left us to go to the baile. My mom, obviously, she's not separated, but
shout out to my mom for reminding us. Yo nunca los dejé para ir al baile.
Yeah, exactly. So
hasta que crecieron.
Yeah. So I think if you guys saw my mom at 45 in V Live.
Shout out to my mom and my dad for going to V Live. Every Wednesday. But it's just like, yeah, they got to enjoy themselves, pero ya no nos tenían chiquitos. That's another topic, but it's just I learned that from my mom. My mom always put that in my face, and I appreciate my mom always putting that in my face, because it's like I learned that my kids are my number one priority, and if this new person that's coming into my life wants to take advantage of me and my kids, like in a positive way, I'm all up for it. And if he doesn't appreciate me and my kids, then he doesn't deserve me, like you said. Period. I don't even got kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. So that's what I believe. I believe that a woman should always put their kids first, because first you were a mother. Before anything.
I'm a mother.
Before anything. So I feel like if you say your kids are your number one, and my husband always makes fun of it, like,
then prove it.
Yeah, exactly. Prove it. Yeah. So for your kids to get respected, you have to respect them first and show this new person in your life what they mean to you. And then if the person is riding with you and the person is like, no, don't leave your kid with your mom, bring them along. That guy
bring the whole family.
Yeah. I don't know about the whole family.
No. Yeah, but for sure. Like if they be like, they even take consideration, like, you know, like, hey, let's just bring them.
Yeah, not holidays and birthdays. If you're only acknowledging my kid for holidays and birthdays, like, that's it. Like, that's all he is to you.
Right.
If we got
a celebration,
if we have a celebration and you bought my kid a bag of chips, I'm not gonna think any higher of you than if you said, oh, you know, I'm gonna pick you up Saturday afternoon. Where should we go where your kids would like to? I'm gonna fucking you already have a gold medal coming your way.
Por esta. I honestly, yes, and I think if I like was in your situation, I would have done the same.
Am I screaming?
I think so. Oh my gosh, she screamed for the first time. Oh my god. No, but like honestly, yeah, I think we're so family oriented. If I was in your shoes, I would have done the same thing, because those are my kids. At the end of the day, like, if dude doesn't make it to the picture, my kids are still gonna be there.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Yeah, and I think he gets a better idea too if he wants to continue with this or not.
Should I have a kid right now?
No.
Should I do a whole like
because watch you be the stepmom. And it's gonna be like,
you know what? I'm gonna be a badass stepmom. First of all, if it comes to that, I'm just saying though, like if you with it, I'm about it. But there's like levels to that.
Okay, what about?
Ooh, ay, cómo le mueve.
I wanna.
Eres curiosita.
I wanna.
Guys, we haven't hanged out in like 2 weeks, so
yeah. So we have a lot to talk about.
¿Cómo es el TikTok?
No, so okay, what if everything's going good, but the baby mama's the issue?
Girl, we don't got time for this shit, bro. That's another episode.
No, but it's an important part, because
pues sí, la mamá de sus hijos.
Yeah. Pero qué tal que le diga, you know what, like, F him, and I'm not gonna let you see the kids anymore because she's in the picture. What would you do then?
Legally? Nah. Like if she's being vicious.
Yeah, she's being vicious. Just to be hating.
No, honestly, I think if she was being vicious, and it got to a point like we're like I'm with it being a stepmom. I'm with it being in his life and him having kids, and I know he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? And that just baby mama, she's just being vicious. I would want to have a talk
With her?
on some like mob shit. Like let's just meet somewhere. Let's talk. Me and her.
You know what? I wouldn't give her the time of day because who
tú la
is
agarras a
she?
putazos, güey.
Yeah, who is she? For real. I'm getting flashbacks.
Honestly, like that was just random.
So who is she to decide if this guy with kids is okay for me?
And dude, you know what song is in my head? Sorry, I had like
A vision, a raven vision.
Yeah, like what would you do if your son is out? We used to rap that song when we were younger.
No, but that song is about a girl working to make ends meet.
Right.
Because the kids are
Tipo Jenny, way?
I don't know.
Nah, es otro
Jenny,
pedo, es
Jenny
otro
was otro pedo.
No, but yeah, like
She got in the situation. She came in her life. That came in her life.
but if you wouldn't give her the time of day,
I would not, because esa relación es de dos.
so they should talk.
They should talk.
No, for sure they should talk, mom and dad. And if she wants to talk to me because I'm gonna be in their life, then we should talk, because I want everything to be established.
Yeah.
For the kids.
Yeah.
For just the sake of everyone's peace. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't fight her. I wouldn't disrespect her. I simply want to have a talk and be like, hey, I'm going to be in your kid's life, respectfully, because that's her kids, dude. She carried them. Mala mama or no, that's her kids. Respectfully, I will say some shit like that and talk to her, be like, you know what? If I'm serious about this guy and I'm willing to accept your kids, I want to talk to you. What is the issue? Let's fix it here and there for a better future.
Damn, I wouldn't talk to her at all. I would just talk to him and tell him, like, handle your bitch.
You better handle your baby mama. She coming at me all crazy.
Yeah. No,
fuck?
I would just talk to him and be like, you know what? Like, she's not going to be an issue.
Cindy Lou?
I think I think that's Cindy Lou.
Damn.
Yeah, it's in the middle. So I think I would tell him, like, handle it. Where is she in this relationship? Is she the vicious baby mama, or is she really looking out for her kids?
Yeah. No, for sure. That's why I was saying talk to her, be like, okay, da, échame todo el rollo. ¿Cuál es el problema? And let's move over here. Okay, like, you got receipts? Let's pull receipts. Vamos a hacer cuentas.
Yeah. Because if somebody was to come to me and tell me, hey, I'm the new one in town, I wouldn't see her being a good thing for my kids. You get me? Like, you're just trying to get with the guy, so worry about the guy.
No. If it was just like a fling, at all, like, that's just what it is. Like, kids shouldn't even be involved. Yeah. It's just an adult. But if there's more than, it's something, es cosa seria, that you see a future with that person, he sees a future with her, with you, whatever, and the baby mama is being vicious, you gotta talk it out. They have to talk it out as parents, because they are the parents, and then they have, I gotta talk to the baby mama respectfully. If she wanna throw shit, let's throw shit. But hopefully it doesn't get there, because that's just more drama.
Yeah, and I think it's hurtful for the kids, because that's where the kids have to pick a side.
Like, imagine going over like the weekend, be like, man, I heard you beat my mom's ass. Like, oh shit, but how are you?
I saw that scratch in my mom's face. She told me you did it.
Right, like you hit my mom first. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Like, I thought we were cool.
Yeah, no, and honestly,
that's just more drama.
That's traumatizing for the kids, and that's where the kids have to pick a side, and the kids feel guilty liking you.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't want to put my kids through that, for sure. My kids know that they have a mom, they have a dad, and they have a bonus mom and a bonus dad. I wouldn't ever tell my kids, you have to call my husband dad. And I wouldn't ever force them to call their stepmom a stepmom if that's not what they feel. I let them decide 100% whatever they want to feel like it. I'll let them decide whatever they want to call her, want to call my husband. And if they're comfortable with her because she's doing everything they need, or they see that their dad is happy, or they see that their mom is happy,
right,
then that's all to it.
I mean, I think, hermana, everything in life se gana. you have to work for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you never force your kids to like Lewis. That's her husband. He earned it.
Yeah.
And that's just respectable. At anything you do in life, you have to earn it. And that's just what it is.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Guys, this is going to conclude tonight's episode. We are so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back. Mi hermana, I missed you.
I missed you too.
Man, we honestly, like, we connect and we're just like, like, de aquí para arriba.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, and we
That was
wanted to
loud.
bring you a short episode this one time, just like a welcome back. I know you guys saw
Guess who's back.
I know you guys saw an episode last week, but that was pre-recorded. So we're back.
I had to take a short vacation, and you know what? God's plan, because, you know, things got in the way.
Yeah.
But now we're back, and we are better, gracias a Dios. Dios sobre todo. And now we're just back to doing what we love. Thank you guys for watching, for listening,
For sharing
our
videos, our podcast.
for being supportive. Like, honestly, like, thank you. Like, this is honestly so much fun for us because we love talking shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes not talking shit, but you know what I'm saying.
We love talking. We love hearing you guys, your
Yeah.
ideas, and
I love hearing people like really connect to our episodes and
Yeah.
be like, you know what, you helped me, or I feel the same way, or I understood your topic this way, and I heard it from you this other way.
Right.
it's beautiful.
So, guys, comments, suggestions, we're open to anything. Guys and girls, honestly, like, we're just open to talk about anything you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, like always, we talk
Respectfully.
we talk from a woman's perspective and a man's perspective, because we don't want to just keep it one side. We
Right.
want to make sure that we're hearing all of you guys and putting my sister over here in different scenarios, just preparing her for life.
Oh my God, I love living life on the edge. Guys, until next time, thank you guys for watching and listening. This is Chico. Let's talk about it.
Bye.